What is up, dudes, dudettes, and all my beautiful people of the interwebs? It is Saturday, so you know what time it is. Time to go beyond with the Smash Podcast. Welcome to the United States to Smash. My God, has it been a while since we've done anything, and that's to be expected. Everyone's getting caught up with things, and I mean, right now it's only just two frauds on this panel, and we're gonna get that taken care of. But we are going to have a couple others going to be slowly joining in, but we do have a few that are going to be busy. But nevertheless, we want to make sure we bring y'all all the latest and nerdy news and geeky goodness so we can get that popping off. So let's go ahead and see who we have on the panel right now. And so, as always, we got the man with no plan, Mr. Operation himself. What's going on with y'all?
What's up, everybody? Glad to be back here. Good to talk these topics. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now. In process of moving, trying to get that finished. But yeah, I've been No Life in Voltron and Berserk, so that's been on my schedule.
I mean, I've only talked about Voltron multiple times, so it's about time you actually started watching it, you fraud.
You know I don't listen to you.
I know you don't listen to me, and this is why you a fraud.
Comes with territory.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. But it's about time you started catching up on Berserk, and I know
I'm almost done with Berserk. I'm on chapter 330 something right now. There's 356 or 7 in total.
Nice. That's perfect. I told you that you needed to read the manga of Berserk, but you didn't want to listen to me.
I mean, at the time I already started the show, I'm also finished that.
Yeah. The show's really good, but
pissed me off how to end it, but you know.
Yeah. And think that the manga's still going too.
It's not.
Yeah, but yeah, Berserk's real good. And Soul King will be joining us here shortly once he finishes up what he's doing. Unfortunately, we will have no fraudalies this week, so I guess we're gonna be slightly less fraudy because we're actually gonna be able to talk about shit. That's right, Neth, I'm calling you out. I know you're watching this. And then Super G's just been MIA, but we'll find out where he is shortly. But of course, I am your boisterous host with the most, Bloody Knuckles, aka the Gothic Gamer, and your resident anime king. So let's go ahead and just hop right into this with what we got, and we're gonna go ahead and start light here, because I know a certain someone is gonna go off on a certain topic, and we want to make sure that he gets his voice in, because if not, he's gonna be upset. Right now, rumors are starting that Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and everyone wants James Gunn back to finish up the Guardians of the Galaxy films. And if you don't know about what's going on with that, some tweets from his past resurfaced, came out. Everyone was looking at him after he got into it with the white supremacist. Dude was on some very real weirdo stuff that can't really defend because it is pretty bad. But you know, it's all in the past. He had already kind of apologized for it in the past, and Disney knows better whenever they hire something. But anyways, these tweets came back out and Disney fired him. Well, everyone, and I mean all of the cast and actors and crew and everyone, is willing to walk away from Guardians of the Galaxy if James Gunn does not finish it. There's even rumors right now that Marvel's willing to Disney's willing to throw away the script that he was working on. And everyone's trying to get Disney to rehire him and let him finish the film. And then from there, talk about what to do next. Even Batista and Chris Pratt are willing to walk away from Guardians of the Galaxy. And these are big stars. This isn't something small. What are your thoughts on this whole situation, Op?
Disney's on the real bitch shit right now. They knew about his past before they even hired him. And it's going to surface up again. They're going to just fire him on the spot. And if I probably heard some rumors that Kevin Feige wasn't even informed of this when he was fired. I don't know if that's true or not, but like, this is kind of hypocritical and just stupid on Disney's part. for knowing their past and whatnot. They're gonna fire him over this, which they are. It's undefendable what he did in the past, but he's apologized for it. He's gone from what I've seen. He's gotten better over time from it. He's grown as a person from it. So just this, it's just really stupid situation, man. I don't know what the hell's up with Disney.
It really is one of those situations that you look at and just like, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? This and that, and this is one of those ones that Disney doesn't do anything without knowing everything ahead of time. Disney's smarter about that. He also made the announcement and apology way back before the first film. If they had done this during the first film, they would have had a little bit more leverage over everything. But exactly. You got to realize they're coming on the third film. Batista and Chris Pratt have made their names now with these films as star actors. This isn't small time anymore where they could have, used that and kind of gone over them. No, this is something completely different with everything, and it's honestly can come back and bite them about it if they continue to do this. They really need to take a look at this and really think maybe they should bring him back or take a little bit more information and kind of stand by James Gunn. Yeah, I won't deny, even though he's grown as a person, the stuff
is inexcusable.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely something. I'm glad for the man for actually turning himself around and being better about things. Right. But it is still one of those things. It's just like, yo, this is some stuff that is pretty extreme. But at the same time, they do need to stick behind their people and say, hey, look, we know he fucked up, but just because y'all's telling us what we should do, we're not gonna do that. Now, if he had did it recently, that would have been a whole different story.
Oh, yeah, but different.
Yeah, but you're talking about something that's 12 years old or 10 years old. So I don't know. It's something that's just whole hotbed of craziness on what's coming out with it, and it's something else.
It's really his from side when you think about it, because like once the information broke about his old tweets, and Disney like almost immediately fired him like that. It seemed like they just panicked and just like dropped the man. Because right now they're on some Blizzard shit right now. Because how Blizzard, they're like so like cautious and just like gets wary of their like presentation, their image towards people. They have to try to be like really PC, real cordial, everybody. It comes off real cringy and weird. That's kind of how Disney is right now. Like the slightest hint is some bad weather coming away, they're gonna cut the problem out wherever it is. That's what it looks like towards me.
Yeah, I can definitely see that they are, but you also got to think that the image that Disney has, when you hear the name Disney, what's going to come to your mind? You're going to immediately think, oh, right, Pocahontas, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Lilo and Stitch, family friendly stuff like that. But when you hear that the people that you hire and associate with are pedophiles or making sorts of fucked up jokes like that, it's gonna look at people. People are gonna look at you a little questionably.
Hello.
Like a pipe.
Oh shit! So King coming in on that Mary Poppins shit.
I'm so tired. Jesus Christ. Are we live? Oh, we live?
We are live, bro.
Oh my.
Okay.
This man jogging, trying to enter the podcast.
Just hop on it. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
What's the topic?
Marvel trying to get Disney to hire James Gunn back.
Oh. Did you already give y'all thoughts on it?
Yes, we did. So it's all you.
I gotta say, honestly, like it's cool. They understand they want them to get back. But wait.
Hey, so check your mic a little button, bro.
Ooh, he went full Optimus Prime.
I know. He went full Autobot there.
And that's it, folks, for Soul King.
All right.
Hello?
So, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all now. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I would say honestly, it's cool that the actors like at Marvel trying to get them back, but like I understand.
And he's gone.
Yeah. Guys, this is what happens when you have that potato phone.
I'm driving.
I know you're driving.
Roll the window up, son.
I'm just gonna be quiet until I get better service.
Well, I'll paraphrase what he's saying. It's cool that they're trying to get him back and stuff, but he does understand why Disney's having to do what they do.
At the end of the day, they're just protecting their image. That's the first thing. To have the family wholesome image that they spent decades building up.
Yep, it has been some time that they've had this going on, so it's interesting to see here, but whether or not they want to, they do have to have that kind of. And we've talked about this before, is that Marvel or Disney anyways is not afraid to drop something real quick if it's not meeting their expectations. And unfortunately that accounts for their directors. Except this time around, there's people who are actually willing to support that director. But right now what they need to do is figure things out and actually either one, double down and help out and stand by their people, or kind of, not, and then just take the hit.
Yeah, I don't think they're really gun shy about recasting people either. Because look how they recasted the Hulk in the first Avengers. I forget the original actor's name.
It was originally Ed Norton, but Ed Norton was god awful, and they switched it up with Mark Ruffalo, who was a significant better choice if I had.
Oh yeah, definitely. So. But at that time, I was younger. I loved the Incredible Hulk. It was a guilty pleasure for me, so I was mad when it recast.
Hey, look, it still is a guilty pleasure. I won't deny that fact.
Oh yeah.
But the CGI is like majorly cheesy in that film.
Oh, very, very. It's like no defending that movie.
Oh, absolutely.
As far as like Marvel talking to Disney about it, they're probably gonna stick to their guns. Then again, this is a different situation. This is not like the fans actually coming at them. They are, but like, because you remember the whole situation with Star Wars, they got rid of the whole EU. Like the fan base like literally came at their throats. They still stuck to their guns.
Yep.
I would kind of say this is the same. I would say the same thing, but it's not, because actually their employees or staff, like Marvel, is not coming to talk to them about having to change their mind. So there might be hope for us after all.
Yeah. There may be a good sign that they may be able to bring James back, but it is going to take a lot. And I hope that they do and figure it out, because with the script and everything that he wanted, they were hoping to start shooting in November to get Guardians 3 off the ground soon. But with this right now, it's going to put that all on a major standstill, because if they throw out his script and everything else, that means they're going to have to hire a new writer. They're going to have to do a new script, and that's going to change up the story of what James Gunn wanted for the Guardians.
You're still buying, man.
Yeah, you're still going full Autobot over there. Get that Starscream shit on out.
Oh, no. Don't bring up jet lag again.
Oh, jet lag? Oh, jet lag. But yeah, man, it's gonna be something else. I just really hope that they get this information kind of squared out and straight up, and kind of get figured out on what they want to do with this. And hopefully soon we'll start hearing more on it. But like I said, that this is the third film in this franchise. Even the actors are willing to stand by the director and know him, and are willing to put their career and put their neck out for him. So if that's not showing that they're not going to be bullied into just being quiet, that's a good sign. Because, typically if no one was willing to stick their neck out, definitely the dude's never going to get put out. But if everyone is willing to put their neck on the line, even Marvel Studios is trying to talk to Disney to get them back on for the project, that kind of shows the kind of power and relationships he built with those people, and who's willing to do what for the man.
Definitely, man. It shows them they're not just there for the money. They actually built a bond with this man.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's really they risk their careers on it for him. Well, yeah, it's definitely gonna take some talks to get him to convince Disney to bring James Gunn back. But damn, like who was the man that brought up his old tweets again? What was his name?
Oh,
Or woman?
fuck if I know. It was some white supremacist extremist, and I'm not even gonna give him the light of day by giving out his name.
Yeah, whoever it is, yeah, fuck you. But yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Just straight out.
Yeah. But I think we've touched about everything with this topic.
I think so. Besides, Soul having that potato phone, not being able to speak.
Poor soul.
All right, well, we'll head on to the next one. SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con. We missed some things from San Diego just because of the fact that we weren't able to get on for the past while. But, woo! I'll say this. DC.
Godzilla!
Well, yes, Godzilla. Oh, my God, Godzilla. But for that, DC came straight for the neck and came out swinging at San Diego Comic-Con. And the first things that they said is DCEU is no more. Everything that we've known more honestly, which was basically the Schneiderverse, get that shit out of here. Because they're dropping the DCEU for, what's it, World of DC or Tales of DC, something like that. I think it's called World of DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're taking things away from the dark, nitty and gritty for more accuracy and some things being lighthearted, other things being dark. And I'm perfectly fine with that because they showed off 2 trailers for 2 films that they got coming up. And my God, was I happy with them. And the first one I'm going to start off, which is my absolute favorite, is Shazam.
That trailer was perfect. Like,
yes.
God, I was so worried. They're like, oh man, how they're going to mess this one up. But like from the actor, the tone of it, the whole pacing of it, everything. I was like, oh,
can I go on?
just like freak the whole tone of him actually really embrace. I guess when he's first come to his powers, like trying experience and whatnot, he's going through with his friend, experimenting on, see what he can do, bro. He's like, this shit, they got this shit right. They're doing it, man. It's a first good step. Of course, you gotta see the movie first, see how it actually comes out. But this trailer, it definitely gives me high hopes that they actually know what they're doing with these movies.
Yeah, and for people who wanted this to be a dark film, no. If you know Shazam, Billy Batson is a goddamn 10-year or well, in this film, in the comics he's 10, but in the film he looks like he's more about 14. But Jesus, man, like the trailer hit every proper tone that I would expect out of a Shazam film, and I have to say, I know we clowned on him like months ago when the first when they were first showing off pictures from production, and we made fun of his outfit, but Zachary Levi actually does a really good job of portraying a grown-up child and using comedy over everything. I love it. Like, I'm really looking forward to his performance as Shazam.
Right. It's funny though, going back to what you said about the suit, it's funny because like for the longest fans having accent gives more accurate suits that pertains to comics more. And we finally get it and everybody's like, get that shit out of here. Go back to a more armored look. But actually seeing a trailer in the costume,
I don't think it was just the fact that they wanted the armored Shazam suit, because I was fine with the suit. It was just of how stupid and gaudy the giant fat Thunderbolt looked. That was my issue, was like I wanted them to use the more, Rebirth the New 52 Shazam by using the thinner, sleeker Thunderbolt, but still having that classic red and white suit. Like that's fine. It was just that Thunderbolt just made the costume look so awkward. Yeah,
isn't the suit like a darker shade of red too, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, last time we need to run like a freaking ketchup bottle as a superhero. Nah, we do not need that.
Yeah. But man, Shazam, dude, the comedy in it made me laugh. Just everything.
Like, it was actually pretty funny though, going watching the trailer and everything. So they actually, so far it seems like they nailed the comedy. They actually nailed the tone of it as well. So we're just gonna wait for just the movie to come out and see how the whole thing plays out.
I know, man. I'm so excited for this film to come out just because of how they are setting up Shazam just properly. One, with him meeting Merlin and getting the powers and kind of taking it as a joke, him kind of learning how his powers work because of the fact that like when he was first learning that he had super strength and doing all the stupid things, trying to figure out how to fly, and he just jumped really high and still
Just
can't
fell right back
do it.
down.
Yeah, right. But my favorite is when he realized that he was bulletproof
Yes.
and just beat up the dudes. It's just like, hey,
You're dead now.
yeah. They shot at him and they're like, you got bullet immunity. He's like, I'm bulletproof. You're dead. It just throws him out the window and he's just walking out with the stuff. Thanks. That's for not getting robbed. And then he sees the woman just like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm a superhero. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. It's just I really
Like the fact that he would use a 14-year-old's like style pickup lines was just hilarious. It's just like, yeah, I'm a superhero. Yeah, you like that?
yeah. So it definitely shows her off a good start with it.
Oh, definitely, man. Like, it hit the right notes that I would expect out of a Shazam film because I know we had been hearing mixed things about Shazam and that had me worried. But that trailer and the tone that they're going for it has me like much better trusting of what's going to be next.
Loki, how we been hearing mixed feelings with almost
Just
every
because
movie?
I know it's because of the fact that the movie industry is never fucking quiet and more people are willing to jump the gun on things.
Yeah.
But now I'm at the point of just like, hey, wait till the trailers drop and then make your opinion then.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm a little bit hypocrite because when we first saw that those leak footage of Titans, I was like, ooh, man, we tore that shit apart.
Or a certain fraud who was tearing up Venom from the get-go. Just saying.
Yeah. Hey man, I don't know, man. Ebony Starfire. I don't know.
Well, I was talking about when the first teasers for Venom came out and you and Neth were all against it.
It looks generic as fuck. It still does, but like they're nailed.
Oh no!
Come on, man. The plot of it all, it just screams like typical summer flick. Even though it's not coming in summer.
That's because it's based on a comic that was.
It's just, I don't know, man. I gotta see it. The second trailer impressed me though. I actually did enjoy that one much better.
Because you've been using the meme of it by putting the eyeballs on fucking Venom.
Yeah. Oh, I'll never let that one die.
I know, because we're just like, are you talking of memes? And you're just like, maybe. This man over here, you don't even want to see him in the DMs. He's stupid.
Mm-hmm. So, did they drop the Titans trailer? Was that before Comic-Con or was it after?
I believe they made the Titans announcement at San Diego Comic-Con, and that was the announcement of their DC Universe streaming service as well, which I'm not looking forward to.
It was like $75 a year.
Yeah, $75 a year, and I'm just like, nope.
They just, I low-key want to subscribe to because I want to see what they're putting on there, but at the same time, why would you go yearly?
The only thing that they got on there that I'm even remotely interested in, Titans and then Young Justice. That's what they're about to get me for my money on. It's like, fuck you, yeah.
That's what they're banking on, just Young Justice pretty much, hopefully Titans.
Yeah.
But just like, why not start monthly, then have an option for yearly? Or just do all of it. Have a monthly option and a yearly option. Don't just force everybody to this yearly one. Like,
because Warner Brothers still ain't got their shit straight.
Exactly. Bunch of dumbasses. Were they bought by AT&T? Or AT&T bought... I forgot who AT&T buy. Time Warner?
No.
Right? No.
Wait. I think they did have a merger. I think it was Time Warner. But they also bought someone else.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But now, as for back onto this, just... Oh, boy. I'm just telling you, man. Now that we already opened up the Venom can of worms, we might as well go from here. And hopefully... Soul King is going to have a better connection from his potato phone so he can actually go in on this because I know the man's been going in on the chat.
He's been holding the line.
Venom, Sony, can y'all ever get y'all shit together? So when we first started talking about Venom, we said that Venom was supposed to be an R-rated film, and that was the proper way to portray it. And we even talked about this on past shows. And Soul King stood by the fact of to portray Venom properly, that Venom needs to be rated R. But there are rumors and reports right now coming out that Venom is actually going to be toned down to a PG-13 film for the possibility of future crossovers with the MCU, as well as potentially a film with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And I'm not... Yeah, we can hear you now, so...
Hey! All right, good.
Go, let loose, man. Let loose.
Oh, yeah.
But are you done talking about the whole thing about, like, Venom?
Oh, we just started talking about it.
Okay, all right, continue. Right,
okay. Good. Okay, he's just like, yes, good. So, if this is true, and they've toned down Venom from an R-rated film to a PG-13 film, I'm not so big on that. And that's because of the fact that while yes, Disney could potentially do R-rated films, not through their main studio, but through their affiliate that they have to put out their more extreme films. Sure. But Sony doesn't have to hold back, and they haven't done that in the past. The fact that they are doing this shows that they are, one, catering to the mass audience, as well as the fact of that they're trying to do whatever they can to get more money out of it, because they don't have the right beliefs that the film will do good as an R-rated film, but because of the fact that they're just like, hey, we need to bank on Spider-Man possibly coming over, maybe putting him over in the MCU. So the fact is that they're falling under the weight of their own ambitions, and that's sad, because to do Venom properly, especially if you look at the fact that Carnage is going to be in the film, that this needs to be an R-rated movie. And the fact that they might be turning around with reshoots shows that they didn't have the audacity to even stick to it in the first place.
So pretty much that second trailer that we saw is just, it shouldn't exist then.
Well, it shouldn't. But the fact is, like, they're doing all the eating and killing off camera, which is how they're getting away with it. Because he could be threatening and menacing, but when he actually eats them, they cut away.
Yeah, and do it the entire time, showing a shadow.
Like his ball was snapping back in places and everything like that. Are they going to take that out?
Probably. Because this PG, if these rumors are true, it's going PG-13, tone it down. Like this, that's probably some kids.
Like, I don't know how many times I argued with Neth about this. Disney will never. I kept on saying it. Disney would never make an R-rated film, and this proves to me that Sony is catering to that so they can put that into Disney's MCU universe.
Right.
Because now, so now they can just tie it all together. So now Tom Holland is attached to that, so that's more money for them. So now they can just keep doing all this. Every movie that they're going to do from here on forward from Sony, they're going to be PG, and they're going to have it. It can tie into this, be a part of Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Well, they are going to have a PG-13, so it is going to have some certain aspects. But yeah, the majority of it is going to be significantly toned down for that possibility, which is a sad aspect. Which I'm sad that they're catering to.
Like, you legit cannot have Carnage in the MCU and not be R-rated. Like, there's like instances where like Carnage, he went in every universe. There's a scene where Carnage went in every universe and cut off the head of every Spider-Man, and they showed it. There's a scene where it's a bloody scene where Deadpool versus Carnage, and it was just a mess. Like, there is a scene where he threw he kicked his grandma down the stairs and killed her.
Yep.
Like it's so like Carnage is so bloody, you can't make that.
You can't tone him down.
You really can't. You cannot tone down Carnage, because Carnage does not work as anything other than rated R. And Venom can kind of work, but he still needs to be rated R to really get the most out of his storyline, because of the fact that it ties a lot of with the other symbiotes and everything that's going on. And the fact that they're turning that down is a sad aspect, especially with the fact that you brought up Carnage, because people forget that Carnage is a symbiote that is fused with a serial killer on fucking death row.
Right.
Like, what? You can't be a serial killer if you're not serial killing people. Like, be honest, man.
I don't know what the fuck's up with Disney. Like, this happy go for every time. Push everything they're doing. Just
But here's the thing, again, and I've said this before, is that Disney may do those films, but it's not going to be through Disney. It's going to be through their. It's going to be through their other studio house that they've used to make their R-rated films. It may still have an association with Marvel Studios, but it will not have the Disney logo on that film, and that is a guarantee. But how it ties to the MCU will become totally different.
Oh, go ahead, Sol.
I think we lost him.
Yeah, because I understand they do have other studios to make their R-rated films, but like pretty much they're what is will be a superhero or super villain. It's going to be associated with Marvel, of course, and of course with these Marvel films, they want to have as big as an audience as possible. So making it rated R, it kind of like gives their the revenue stream for those movies. Then, so I can see that's when Disney doesn't want to do R-rated films with their superheroes or villains, because that could potentially be less money for them. But at the same time, if you want to use these characters in your universe, you have to portray them right. You can do your own thing with them, but you have to portray them right, pretty much. So this is really tricky. Like, I'm at this point, I don't feel like this movie should exist at this point, because toning down Venom and Carnage, I'm like, I don't know, man.
I still want to see how the film plays out. I'm just not feeling that if it's true. And you're damn right, Nick. That's exactly what I said. And that's exactly how I said it. I don't regret nothing.
Yeah.
Can't be a serial killer if you're not serial killing people.
It seems like a lost at this point. Like, the movie, if they do go rated R, it does well. They keep doing it. They could shake up their relationship with Marvel. If it fails, then probably somewhere down the line, Marvel or Disney ends up buying buys up their IPs with Spider-Man, all of that, brings over to.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
To touch on like the topic of you guys saying that, like, yeah, Disney, if they make rated R movies, it's not gonna be like actually from them. It's just gonna be an association for them. Yeah, that's still not even gonna be a part of their universe. They just gonna like have those. They're probably going to take place in different universes.
I mean, that's absolutely a possibility too.
Because perfect example, I can't even imagine Deadpool being on the same screen as Tom Holland. It just doesn't work.
I mean, I can imagine it because they have done that with the Spider-Man with the Spider-Man TV show that they got going on. I believe it's Spectacular Spider-Man or whichever one's. Yeah, and they had Deadpool on that show, and they did Deadpool staying fairly well, and were able to still keep it relatively kid friendly because of the fact that it's how those two interact. Because
the thing is, the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool is a completely different Deadpool. Like, he cannot work without being rated R. We saw his baby nuts like in Deadpool 2.
Yeah, he was shirt cocking it. I watched that movie last night. It was fucking amazing.
It's so crazy. Like, they can't put his character in like a PG movie. Or
yeah, that is. It's gonna be something that's gonna take some work.
Like even him blowing up and getting cut in half and stuff like that, or getting ripped apart. They can't put that in there.
A lot of it's gonna have to be more off screen with a lot of commentary.
Yeah, and
that's what take away from the movie though. Like something gruesome happens, they just pan away from it, they pan back over. It's gonna be all awkward and shit. They do that.
I think if they focus on the reactions of the other people around him and hearing him stupid things and hearing his stupid lines would be would be perfectly fine.
Yeah,
But
it's gonna get old after a while.
just a little bit.
Like, imagine if they did that. Like, well, I'm not going to even say that because it's kind of spoiler alert. But never mind.
Nah, spoiler alert. What's for? Go.
Like, imagine like when like Deadpool met Juggernaut. Like, they just cut off on that scene.
Oh, that was great though. I love that scene. Right? He's just
You're
like,
like,
oh, Juggernaut. Oh, he's like, I've always imagined that you would just charge at me with my body glistening in your helmet as you rip me apart.
he ripped them apart. I don't know. I just don't. I don't see it happen. I don't see it happening no time soon. It's just Disney. Disney not. They're not going to take that step just to. It's too risky for them.
Yeah, I was laughing more at the fact that he shot himself in the head when they did the jump back to Wolverine Origins.
Oh yeah, he shot him multiple times.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
yeah. He's just like, Logan, my man. He's just like, what the fuck? He's like, look, when a man comes to you, he's gonna ask you. You're gonna put up the clause one day. He's gonna ask you to come back. Do it. He even shot himself in the back of the head when Ryan had the Green Lantern script.
He was saying the Green Lantern script. I was like, thank you. I'm mad because he didn't do Blade Trinity. I was like, Blade Trinity would have been good too.
Yeah, but Green Lantern was the biggest stand for Canada.
Yeah,
True.
It almost destroyed Ryan Reynolds, man.
I just like the fact that he's just like, you're welcome, Canada.
He's definitely come a long way.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that's gonna be hard to do, absolutely. But it's in the realm of possibility. It's just how they're gonna pull it off is what's gonna be the big key point. True.
Me personally, if they're not going to do them correctly, as far as going like the more gruesome, darker route, don't even involve the characters in the universe.
Yeah.
So at that point, you just waste time.
And at some point, they are going to have to do some of the darker storylines because it's going to get to that point eventually.
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows what's going to happen? But unfortunately, Neth or Fraud Elise isn't here to defend himself on this one, but hey, fuck it. All right. Well, I think we've talked enough about Venom, but we ain't done with Sony yet because they are really just milking Spider-Man. And by that I mean they are literally trying to put out as many films as they can, and they're continuing to add more to the Spider-Verse films. And saying, hey, we don't mind you, Disney, if you want to, use them in your universe in another way, just make an alternate universe. Because now they took Silver and Black and they separated and said, no, we're just going to give an individual solo film to Black Cat and then one for Silver Sable and everything else. It's just like, God damn, Sony.
They're so fucking money hungry. It doesn't it doesn't make any sense. They need to stop before they ruin Tom Holland's Spider-Man's universe. They're gonna single-handedly ruin his universe. They try to tie all this stuff in.
I kind of want them to ruin it so they can actually have no choice but to sell off Spider-Man just to Disney. I kind of want this to happen, but at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword at this point. They fuck up the universe, they sell to Disney, but the guy has rebuilt that universe up again after what Sony did to it.
But the thing is, they're giving films to villains who cannot hold a solo film. Venom can hold a solo film. Kraven can hold a solo film. Morbius, the Eternal Vampire, cannot hold a solo film. Mysterio cannot hold a solo film.
This is like probably the most bizarre, aggressive marketing they've done to sell themselves to Disney. Like, hey, we're going to bring all this shit out of the closet. You can use it if you want to. You get more money off of it. Like, just stop. Just stop.
It's one of those things, man, that's just kind of going into the direction of y'all are going to ruin y'all's own stuff if y'all don't stop now.
Again, that's the thing. Again, they're gonna ruin it again.
Yeah, again, y'all did this the last time with
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
with the original trilogy, and then they jumped the gun with Amazing Spider-Man, but that was also kind of corporate infighting because they were having issues with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, what was that all about again with Andrew Garfield? I forgot.
Apparently they took him out to some show and he wasn't feeling good. They kind of started bitching about him not wanting to really play it, and especially because of the fact that he had a meeting with them and he's like, look, I want to be an Avenger, and they're like, no, we're not working with Marvel ever. And he was mad about that. And then when they went to this, I think it was a Chinese movie festival or something, Andrew Garfield didn't go. They got mad at him, cut it, and then they cut the Sinister Six project. And then Marvel came up to them like a couple months later and started talks for bringing Spider-Man into Civil War.
Yeah, okay, so basically they're nothing but pieces of shit up there. All right.
Yeah, like I said, that whole situation was all corporate infighting and bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So, it was something else on that one. But right now, Sony is in a good spot and a bad spot. And depending on what they do, they can either do really well or fuck it all up. And right now, it's looking like they're going to fuck it all up.
They're more likely going to fuck it all up. They're being too zealous again, like they did in the past. I don't know why they don't learn from their mistakes. They get like, well, let's try again, see what happens. Oh, that failed. Well, let's try again in a couple of years, see what happens. Like, no, it's not working. It didn't work the first time. It didn't work the second time. Stop. It's like, good Lord, just stop.
Exactly. They don't learn. They don't stop. They just keep doing it.
Just put a new coat of paint over it. Like, no, we all see through the shit. Just cut it out.
Yeah. So who knows? But enough of the comic book news and movies. We're gonna hop over to the anime side. And the first one is the one that we all are most excited about. And I reported on this story when I got a heads up from my boy from the anime subreddit that One Punch Man is getting the official first episode of season 2 tomorrow at a university event there in Osaka, Japan for a special showcase. And that right now there's reports that it's supposed to be going online tomorrow as well. So those who are not going to be in Japan, we're finally going to see season 2 of One Punch Man. However, here's the big thing that is causing a lot of disturbances in the community is that it's reported that the full official season will not come out until winter of 2020. This started with a couple pictures making their way up onto the anime subreddit, then onto our anime news, then anime memes, and just kind of leapt up from there across the anime community. And I hope to God this isn't true, because they don't need a repeat of Attack on Titan. Because waiting that long, because it'll be about 5 years at that point since the ending of OPM, and that will not do them any good things at all. But Viz Media tweeted out earlier today that they will make the official announcement of OPM Season 2 information tomorrow at 5 a.m. Japan time. So what that means today, I don't know what time frame that's going to translate over here into the West, but they said 5 a.m. is when they will make the official announcement for the information regarding OPM Season 2. And I hope it's not 2020. I've already waited 3 years. And the fact is that they're doing a season 2 of Mob Psycho in less than a year and a half, maybe 2 years at most. Don't wait 5 years for One Punch Man. I know one has him and his artist have gotten significantly further ahead with the manga and webcomic and everything else that they've done for it. I know they are planning on doing something a little bit different, and that one's helping to rewrite the story for season 2 because they are going to do something different. But don't take 5 years. Please, dear God, no.
Real quick, Blake, I did a quick conversion of Japan time to Eastern. So apparently 5 a.m. over there is, if Google is correct, 4 p.m. in my time, which is Eastern. So that's like what 3 p.m. for you because you're Central, right?
Yeah. Okay. So we might hear something in the next few hours. If not, then it's going to be 5 a.m. West time, and then we'll go from there. But either way it stands is I hope that announcement is not for them saying it is going to be confirmed for 2020, because if that's the truth, then dear God.
If this is true, this is probably the biggest blue ball in anime community I've probably ever seen or ever witnessed firsthand for me.
Because I think One Punch Man was one of those like severe like blowout like big name like hits straight out the gate, that them taking so long to get the second season is going to be annoying. It's almost as bad as those who are ever hoping for a second season of No Game No Life, because it's never happening.
Oh, don't do that to them. Don't do that.
I did it to myself, okay? I know it's never going to happen, because I know that they were just like, oh my God, the implied ancestry with the younger sister. It's like, I don't give a fuck. She's smarter than half you people. I just want more of it. So damn good. We didn't even get to see half the races. We only saw one Flugel. God damn it. Just read the light novel. That's all I could say. That one makes me depressed. What are y'all's thoughts on this? God damn it.
While Blake goes in corner cries. But yeah, I hope it is not true. What do they gain from just delaying it so long? I don't understand. We would come out like 3 seasons during it in 2020. Like, what's going on? Because I just don't see it. If you wait that long, the fan base will probably just dwindle and just die off from that point. I won't say it'll be just gone completely, but like you're definitely gonna lose a lot of hype. You're gonna lose a lot of fans if you wait too long to release it. I just don't get it. Like, if this is true, like, what's the end game of waiting so long? Like, do they hate us over here that much? Like, what's going on?
I have mixed feelings when it comes to the anime industry and some of the things they do, and there's a reason certain things exist. Doing a video on that, just shameless self plug. Be looking for that. But we all have mixed feelings with what the corporate side does for anime. So, you got anything you want to say on this? Because I know you're probably going to be the most vocal about it besides me. All right, so he's going to be the most quiet on it, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't speculate too much because they're going to announce it later on today. So I just hoping they're not that stupid and just wait, what in 2018, 2 more years to release it? No,
yeah, because like it comes down to the fact of there is no point in them holding it back for years like this. Like, it really does hurt the fan base as well as it hurts what they can make from this series. Like we said with Attack on Titan, that took almost 5 years before we got the second season. And when they did put out the second season, less than a year later, they're already jumping on the third season. Look at Blue Exorcist. Blue Exorcist wrote themselves into a corner with the first season, waited almost 5-6 years before they did the second season, and had a retcon half the first season. And that caused a lot of issues. We're getting a lot of games, or we're getting a lot of animes that are running into those issues, and it's hurting them. Because hell, look at Dead Man Wonderland. It's been over 8 years or so. We're never gonna get the continuation of that series. Dead Man Wonderland will never
cut out right there.
Oh, I'm saying Dead Man Wonderland is never going to get finished. And it's been almost 8 years. Them waiting long to finish a series or eventually maybe go back to it is never going to help anyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I don't know too much about the whole corporate side of the anime industry, so I can't really speak too much on it. But it's like, I don't understand. Like, is it just like, for some, I mean, is it difficult for them to get a second season green light, or like hurdles, obstacles they got to go through to get it? Like, or just like that's just so ass backwards over there. Sometimes it's just hard for something to get green lit. Like, I just don't know. I just don't really know, because I don't even see the end game in some of these, like some of the past one you brought up, when you come in one season, to wait like almost a decade to bring up the next one, and they run the issues then. I just really don't get it. I don't know. Just like there's too many variables that we don't know about this. Makes it hard to talk on it. Well, except for Soul, but he's MIA right now. But
Yeah, I don't know where the hell Soul went.
yeah, yeah, he's just a little caught up. Just yeah, check. He mentioned in DM. Just check that real quick. But yeah, man, just got to hold out. Hopefully, they're not stupid enough to wait till 2020. But if they do, he's like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Is just I don't know what they're thinking is the smart idea for them holding back for so long. Like, yes, OPM definitely probably when it does launch will still pull in a shit ton of views, but you're not helping yourself by keeping it hidden away for so long, you know?
Exactly, man. Like they're not going to forget about it in 2020, but there will be people who will move on from it and will lose that hype. Like, oh, it came out right. Yeah, I'll probably get to it later. I got some more anime to watch, cut or shit to do. Like I'm pretty sure there's a good group of people that will be like that, of that mindset.
I don't know, man. Like it's one of those things that I don't know what they're thinking and why they think this is gonna work. It's gonna be something else, man. It's just one of those things. Nick, you know what? You're right. To Nick in the chat is just that yes, OPM was a labor of love, and they didn't think it was going to do well. Now there's a demand, and they probably are taking their time with it. But again, one has been working on the webcomic and this for a long while. There's plenty of story. I just don't know what the fuck they're doing. And plus that they stepped away from Madhouse doing it, and I believe Sunrise is doing the animation now. So I know they switched animation studios, which is another thing that contributed to the delay. But I don't know what they're trying to do. That's the issue. Is I don't know what they're trying to do or what they're planning on it. But we're gonna get the confirmation later today or tomorrow. It's one of those things that's gonna come out, and we'll find out from there. I just hope that they aren't doing it for another 2 years.
Do they really need that much time to make a second season? Because the first one aired in 2016, right?
Yeah, the first one aired in 2015.
Oh shit! Okay, I was late then. Yeah, so 2015 is now 3 years after that. Of course, that changed studios. So that's some time as well. So from 2015 up here, 3 years, then possibly 2020. That's 5. They really need, let's say, plus or less to make a second season. I just don't. Where will all the quality go to then? If they need less than 5 years to make a second season, though. So I understand you want to be right, but at the same time, do you really need that much time?
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. I don't know. I really don't.
Unfortunately, we just gotta wait and see. It's what they say later on today.
Yes, that is unfortunately how it is going to be, and having to wait for that long. I just hope that when they do this, that they do it right, and that it comes out the way that it should come out. That it's not a hot mess or anything like that.
Absolutely.
That they are able to do it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with one having higher quality, but at the same time, seems like if this is true, this overcompensation. Yeah, because you can't take less than 5 years for each season. No. Your area's not gonna survive that way.
It's definitely a possibility, Nick, that they are trying to do the safe route and take the extra time for it.
It's too damn safe.
It definitely is one of those that is playing it just overly too safe. So I don't know. It's something else, and unfortunately, we can't get Soul's take on this because he had to step away for a second. But we'll get him to come back here in a minute when he can. But what I want to talk about next is Crunchyroll's parent company, Otter Media, which is the company that runs all their stuff and basically what is the head of them, is actually just been bought out and purchased by AT&T. Oh boy, this is not a good thing. And there's several reasons why that is. The first reason is that AT&T does not have a good history with the media companies that they purchase. Second, that because of the fact that they are purchasing Otter Media, that means they oversee what Crunchyroll does, and that means that they are going to have more legal and more online protection for the streaming content that they do. And what that means is with a company like AT&T backing them, that AT&T is not afraid to go after people on the illegal streaming services websites. We've seen Funimation kind of leading the charge, but Otter Media and Crunchyroll were the second biggest ones, and having AT&T with that fuck you money that they have to go after people, oh boy, it's only going to make the legal route so much more annoying. And we've talked about this on the past, on how we feel about the legal streaming services and stuff like that. And recently there was an article that came out about piracy in the anime industry.
Oh, that was hilarious.
And I have a whole video that's coming out on that. So don't you worry about that, people. You're going to hear the full thoughts. But, oh, my God. Just, I don't like this. I really don't. And it's because of the fact that AT&T has gotten the green light to purchase so many other companies. And yes, Nick, I know they're in Texas, but they ain't my people. Fuck that shit.
Oh, man. Oh, bloody inside trader on us, man. How could you let this happen?
Fuck that, man. I'd be one of the first to step away. Unless they were paying me good money to voice act, I'd still say fuck that shit.
Oh, man.
I don't see Funimation accepting my interview letters to be a voice actor, so fuck them.
No, your background in lewd is too extensive. They can't hire you, man. It hurt the brand name.
Hey, man.
You're too lewd, man. It is what it is.
Have you not seen half the shit that comes out in English?
Hey, man.
I
don't know, man.
Have you seen half the shit that comes out in English?
Do you remember your background? Do you remember where you came from?
Have you seen Overlord? Have you seen Overlord?
Bits and pieces.
Exactly. There's enough ecchi in that. Have you seen the fucking English dub of fucking what's it? High School DxD? That's all the lewd. That's all the lewd. I don't care.
Maybe we can handle that much more lewd. Who knows?
Fight me. Fight me up.
Hey, I don't want to fight us AT&T. They hired your ass.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Shit, they on to me now. But it's a bad sign. It really is a bad sign when we're having companies like them overseeing websites and streaming services like this. Because the biggest issue that I have is there's already so many issues with animes not being region locked and not being available in certain areas, and going through legal routes through big telecommunication companies and internet services like this makes going through those legal routes only more of a pain, because of the fact that they're going to do more to lock shit up. That's where it comes down to. And having a company like AT&T, who's not afraid to go after people because they've done it in the past, running and overseeing a service like Crunchyroll by buying out their parent company is just, it's not a good look. It's like what would happen if Comcast was bought, or if Comcast bought Toei Animation or Funimation. Because we already know Funimation goes after Funimation has gone after everyone, but Toei Animation absolutely does. If they had the American and Western money backing them, they would easily push and go after more people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I do. It just, oh man. When I first heard about it, it's like, oh, AT&T, okay, they actually have the money to actually make Crunchyroll all these services better. And I remember, like, oh shit, it's AT&T. So
yeah,
Yeah, man. I'm surprised. Like, isn't AT&T, they're an American company, correct? Because they are based in Texas and whatnot.
Yes, they are.
So, okay, I was actually surprised they're actually able to acquire. Was it Otter? I forgot the name.
Otter, yeah, Otter Media.
Yeah, Otter Media. And that where's that country? Where's the company based in?
I believe Otter Media is based here in the States.
So even more holdings. Okay, so the United States company was actually able to acquire a Japanese company then, because I thought there was like legal. I guess there were legal bindings.
Here's the worst part. All
Yeah.
right, is that oh man. So the bigger thing about this too is what also this opens up is that Otter Media also has holdings in Elation, which is the online video subscription service provider that goes through Crunchyroll and Verve, as well as they also have holdings within Fullscreen. And Fullscreen is the digital media company that owns Rooster Teeth, Kind of Funny Games, Funhouse. It owns basically everything under the Rooster Teeth umbrella is all owned by Fullscreen. And Otter Media has holdings in that. And now AT&T owns holdings within Fullscreen, which means that they have oversight of Rooster Teeth. And Rooster Teeth are probably the biggest and most notorious about being very open about what they say. And now AT&T is probably not going to be all too thrilled about that. Not only that, but Otter Media had stakes in global content studios like Gunpowder and Sky. Oh, man. This is probably one of those acquisitions that are really pushing it for what is okay and what is not okay. I don't know.
Same here, man. I don't know either. But just gotta see what happens. Should probably shit anyway, but just gotta wait and see.
Yeah, and
what really caught me off guard was that the American company was actually able to actually get a hold of a Japanese company. A Japanese company as well.
Well, no, Otter Media is a American company.
But they were able to acquire Crunchyroll, right? Or they have
no. Remember, Crunchyroll is an affiliated company that's here in the States. This is how they bring stuff over through the West, and they have a partnership with an overseas Verve, and that means they have an association with Funimation.
Okay.
So it's all within the Americas, but it's gonna make getting legal anime over here in the West more of a bitch, is where it comes down to. And yes, Nick, I know doing reviews from anything Toei and anything like that is a major hassle and a bitch and a half. I know that to a fact. You over there playing with some electricity there, fucking up, because there's some like crackling coming through you damn thing.
Crackling? No, probably AC. Me just mute myself for now.
Yep. So it's going to be something else.
Better now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool.
But I don't know, man. It's one of those things that's gonna really hurt really badly.
Yeah, man. Because you said AT&T, they do go after the illegal sites as far as like streaming media and whatnot.
Yeah, the AT&T is not afraid to go after people.
Yeah,
and we've seen, Funimation not afraid to go after people. I mean, not all the time, but they do get pressures from the Japanese to do it. Like Funimation, especially with Funimation, all right? So Funimation supported and loved what Team 4-Star was doing, but it was Toei Animation that didn't like what Team 4-Star was doing. And unfortunately, that may affect Team 4-Star with the Dragon Ball Z Abridged, because I think their next episode is going to be their last episode, because they're not talking about it, and I'm pretty sure it's from legal reasons, because they're getting hounded for it.
Yeah. That's just sad. Because I really do love Dragon Ball Z Abridged. When I heard the news that it was was getting like stiff arm again because the Toei. I was like, oh yeah, this shit is going on.
At least Madhouse isn't a bunch of dicks, and they're still getting the Hellsinger Bridge done. But
yeah,
I think they got like 2 years left on that one.
okay.
But it's one of those things, man. It's going to have an effect. One, as anime enthusiasts as we are, as well as for me and my boy Nick, being content creators who do things with anime, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be so much more loops, and they aren't afraid to dog you for it. And that's the thing that's going to make it so much worse. I don't know, man. I have so many mixed feelings on this because it's AT&T, it's Crunchyroll. We already have our issues with those services.
Yep.
And I voiced that. While I do have a Verve subscription, it is using a bunch of gift cards that I got gifts over months. So it's not my money. So take that. But using it, I can say, yeah, the legal streaming services is we have to have a talk.
Yeah. And of course, net neutrality and all that going on is gonna make everything worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And with the net neutrality, it's going to have so much more. Yes, they do. They do have more time in their hands to do it, and they do have more legal services to really go through. Catching them and actually being able to do something about them is another thing. But yes, Nick, you are absolutely right on that. So, oh man, it's just gonna be heavy all the way around. That's where it all comes down to, and it's an unfortunate thing. And as you did say, with the net neutrality, with the way that it is right now, it is going to be worse. Yeah, there is currently the Congressional Review Act for the repeal of it that did go through that did make it through. I believe it was Congress, and now it's currently in the House of Representatives to be voted on. So it is going to be something that is going to have to be on the record. So I don't like getting too political, but this is one of those things that does affect us heavily as fans that we do have to have some sort of knowledge in. But man, it's just gonna be something. Now, to not end on a somber note, I want to kind of talk about some of the things that are currently going on in the season right now of anime. I'm really liking this season, right? The summer season so far has been really good, and I'm going to start with the biggest one from what I like out of the season, and that's because it's the biggest meme, and everyone just kind of show how crazy our community is. Last year, when Kobayashi Dragon Maid came out, everyone said, "I want to fuck a dragon." Then later on, artists turned Earth into an anime girl. And everyone's just like, I need to fuck a planet. Well, there's a new anime called Cells at Work. And now everyone wants to fuck a red blood cell. Because it's all about the cells within your body. And it's interesting because it does go into a lot of aspects on how your body does things. But it's just entertaining on how they portray all the cells. And I think my favorite is the white blood cells, because those guys are fucking psychotic. And I think I sent you the meme up in the group chat. It's just like, in it, the white blood cells will kill every germs and be like, damn germs, and we're just like, we know whose body this is, and it's fucking Bakugo brushing his teeth, yelling at the germs angrily.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Dude, it's so great. I love it so much. Like, it really is a good one. And probably my other one that actually surprised me in the season, right, is what's it called? It's called Honey Sugar, I believe, or Happy Sugar Life. And don't let the name fool you. I thought it was going to be something good. I didn't read the tags because it wasn't up yet. Oh my God. It is not a happy sugar life. It is absolutely brutal. It is completely gore-tastic and straight up horror. And I love the fact that it tried to portray something else. It was exactly how I felt when I watched Puella Magi Madoka Magica the first time. You thought it was going to be a cute magical girl anime. No, it's all despair inducing and death and sadness and heartbreak. And I like it. Op, I know you a fraud on this because you ain't probably seen nothing new.
Hell no, man. I clocked out when he said fucking a dragon. Like, huh? This is not a place for me. This ain't it. And after that, my mind was just gone.
No, and that's because this boy is a prude. He does not respect the anime titties.
Nope. I prefer real life than anime, but that's just.
Hey, 2D's all I need. 2D is all I need.
Hell no. But yeah, this isn't something will have too much knowledge to talk about.
Nah, but there are some real good shows currently out in the season. I know Attack on Titan season 3. I have yet to start it, but a lot of people are saying it is really good, and that the boy Levi is still the GOAT.
Yeah, I've seen like 2 episodes of it so far. I need to get back up to manga too. I've been slacking because I started it, and where I left off, I was like way past where that the anime right now. I forgot why I stopped. I don't know. I need to get back into that.
I haven't ever read the Attack on Titan manga, so
yeah. From what I heard, they're going like, I guess they're going to shuffle around different scenes in the anime so it flows a little bit better because it's gonna be different from how the manga plays out too. Just so it can land a little better with the audience as well. That's low rumblings that I've heard with Attack on Titan.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them too much.
Yeah.
Also, How to Summon a Demon Lord is really good, but that's all ecchi. But I really like that one. That one's actually really funny too.
Yeah, just make a list for me, and eventually I'll get through it. I'm not slow ass.
Yeah, this man over here.
One anime a year.
I mean, he's fine perfectly watching all of One Piece, but he won't watch anything else. And yet I can over here balance like 7 different shows each season.
We all have different lives.
Yeah, your life's a bitch.
I don't know how to process that one. My feels. Yeah, fuck your lewd ass. That's what it is.
Hey, I'm fine with the lewds.
Yeah, okay.
This is why Funimation won't ever sponsor me.
I told you. Too much for them. You can't handle all of it.
But yeah, I think we hit all the big points. I know you haven't seen My Hero today. I know I haven't, and we'll talk about that later.
I know what happens though.
Hey, shut the hell up. Shut your ass up. Get out of here with your manga loving ass. This old motherfucker. It's just like, bro, the manga's so better. Why are you watching the anime?
Join us.
This guy's the kind of guy just like, no, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's so good. Just forget the anime. Just read the manga. The manga.
Join us.
No, get out of here with that. All right. Well, we're all of our contact information, Twitter for me, our Facebook page, the Mixer, all that is down below. So that way, how you can get a hold of us, get a hold of me. I am going to be putting out a new video. Like I said, it is going to be about piracy and all that good stuff. So do be looking out for that. We do have more stuff coming. I believe Op and Super G are trying to do something together. Misters, we read the manga only, want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So do be looking out for their stuff. But we're going to go ahead and hop out of here. So from all of us to y'all, peace out and check you later, all you beautiful people.